All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, where's my mystery box? Perfect. Here we go. Welcome back to another Quilt Market interview. Rob Appel from Making It Fun, Michael Miller Fabrics. We're still in the booth, still at Kansas City, and I have a new friend, Robin Hill. Robin, where are you from?
I am from Oklahoma City. I have 2 stores in the metro area, one in Moore and then one in West Oklahoma City.
Fantastic. Is one shop new, recently opened? Tell me more about both shops.
Well, actually, my parents started a store and we couldn't get the property zone, so they got divorced. My mother went to college. My dad changed it to the name of the Stitching Post, and the rest is history. And my husband and I bought the stores from him about 5 years ago.
Wonderful. So the Stitching Post in Oklahoma has probably been open quite a long time.
Yes. Well, this is our 40th year.
Because at one point, I work for the Stitching Post out in Sisters, Oregon, but it's Stitch
yes.
In Post, not Stitching Post. And I've been on that website of Stitch In Post. What I'm trying to say, I've been on your website a million years ago trying to get to the other website.
Ah, yes. Well, actually, we're So Bargain because somebody bought that old website, and so we had to go with So Bargain years ago, and we've had it so long I've never changed it.
Well, I'm so glad I just made a goofball out of myself because sobargain.com is your website.
A lot of people that it's so funny to be at market because they'll go, Stitching Post, didn't we talk to you? And I go, no, that's the one in Oregon.
Yeah.
We say that all the time.
Well, it is. I love all the different ways that people do puns on sewing things, but I do often see a lot of very similar name puns and things. So with both shops, are you carrying similar product in both locations?
No, we like to shake it up a little, and we carry a little different thing, but we've kind of made our West location our Michael Miller branch. That's where we like to carry the fabrics. So I love those fabrics. They feel wonderful, and they sew wonderful.
So are you speaking specifically of cotton couture or just Michael Miller fabrics in general?
Michael Miller fabrics in general. I've always loved them, and because I collect blue willows, so I started with the China blue, and I about had a cow when I came into your booth 5 years ago at market. But
Yeah, if you haven't ever seen, there was a beautiful blue and white China booth, and I had this wonderful shirt on at that time that was our fabric, and we positioned me in the wall, and I was like floating head because of the camouflage in the way. It really was a beautiful booth, and I think Kathy did such a beautiful job designing. Remember that big long table we had down the center?
oh, blue China go like this.
Did you try to buy some of that China from us at that show?
Well, I talked about it.
I think I remember that transaction. Now, was that one of your first quilt markets? Is that what you also just said?
Yeah, I think it was. It was my first quilt market with my buyer and my office manager, the bean counters, we call her. That's my daughter.
Yeah, oh, good. And we always need a good bean counter to keep all of us creatives in line, right? Okay, so one of your locations is a lot of Michael Miller. What about the other location?
Well, we have a little bit of everything. We have very affordable cottons in a price range for people, that don't want to pay that big price. And then we have some really high quality count stuff. So we have a little bit of everything from everywhere. Just a little something from everybody. My favorite thing to do is to go to one of the other local shops, buy a collection, and go hunt through our collections and make something really creative out of it.
So with all of these different fabrics, are you playing with a lot of different textures and things in the shop as well as a lot of different color palettes?
Well, actually, some of the quilts that we have teachers that fall in love with patterns, and what's really cool is the girls will get inspired. They'll see what we order, and they'll find something to teach and incorporate it. And sometimes we find something that we see a sample here at the market, and we fall in love with it, like the red slipper quilt. We absolutely love that one. So that'll probably be definitely an upcoming class.
So, and that was what I was just going to ask about. You said class. Tell me about your classroom environment.
Oh, well, we have open sew times where we encourage any brand of machine, anybody come in here. Now, I'll be honest, we'd love to slip you into something on our sewing machine floor, but we want to encourage people to sew. Everybody can sew, man, woman, and child, and so that's what people don't understand about quilting. It's so fun, simple, anybody can do it, and it's very therapeutic. I think sewing and creativity and spirituality go hand in hand. They do.
I've been learning that, and I'm starting to preach it as part of my big message on making it fun. I've had a really exciting few years. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I'm 7 years. About the 5th year, I became very depressed, and it was also traveling fast, doing a lot with my last brand, and it just became too much. And we've been coding, crafting, and sewing as therapy for years. I really found for me, I had to get off the internet. I had to start hand drawing again. I had to start hand writing again because I needed more tactile time. I was trying to go so fast, and I love the internet. I love all of you on the internet,
Yeah,
but
I understand totally.
yeah, we would love it if you keep making stuff with your hands other than typing about it.
That's true, and that's something I did. I got back. I had people going, "Well, we get this," so I got back to my drawing, which I used to draw a lot. Matter of fact, I painted our fabric room. We're over at one of our at the West store, and over my mural that I drew at 17 or 18. My mother goes, "Man, I love that seagull. Why did you paint over that?" I said, "Well, Daddy did."
It's been your parents' property for
But
this
I
long.
started drawing, and like if you come and shop during the store, like right now, we have leopard print, so we give it away as an so that's kind of so it's what you're saying is so true. I've found myself going back to that stuff that I did 15 or 20 years ago, my own creativity in the business.
Right. Yeah, so if you're watching this video and enjoying the interview, remember you're probably really into textiles. That's why you're on our channel. That's why you're watching the show. Don't forget, you probably have somebody in your family or in your community that might need a little fabric therapy, a little healing, whether they need a quilt put on them or they need to make a quilt for somebody else, so bring them in. If you're in Oklahoma,
Yeah,
bring.
foster children. I think this would be a really good deal. Is if you're a big brother or big sister, I think it'd be really cool if you got into. I've even met someone here at the show. They do a mentoring program for quilting for children. I just think that's really important.
And I will tell you this because I have worked with a million quilt guilds and quilt shops out there. A great place to start if you have never made a quilt is a quilt as a giveaway project for a homeless shelter, for a NICU at a hospital, somewhere. These folks feel the love in the presentation. They have no judgment to the quality of the workmanship.
Yes.
Because what they see as a gift of love, look at the way it was made. Chances are they don't make quilts, so they're going to think it's wonderful work anyways. And I bet you teach this in your class as well. I'm going to encourage you to do it. Stop going around pointing out all the flaws in our work, right?
No. There's people. I love our ladies because quilting classes, and I'll walk by a year and a half later, and they're like beautiful. I mean, I'm just blown away because they start and they're tearing stuff apart and they're buying mad. They've ripped it out so many times. Anybody can do this. It's so much fun, and whatever your favorite color is or your favorite, somebody has designed a quilt for that.
That's great. Well, before I ask the mystery questions, which you have to answer, I just want to encourage you all. If you're in the Oklahoma area, am I getting it correct?
Yes.
You got two great choices. Come on out and visit Robin's shop. Give her some love, and let's see what Robin draws for the mystery box question. So the rules are any. Oh,
You didn't tell me this.
no, we never tell you before you sit down. Question out of the box, and you just have to read it and answer it.
Okay, question. Who do you think will end up on the Iron Throne of Games and Thrones? Well, probably the cute guy. Doesn't he always end up? Or his mean sister. I don't know.
Have you been watching Game of Thrones?
My husband does. So therefore, I kind of like through osmosis.
Right. See, I had watched a little bit. I don't want to be a spoiler for anybody else out there, but it seemed like they were all attractive folks until they all lose their heads. And with that, thank you for watching another interview right here.
Don't let the dragon eat you either.
Watch out for those dragons and make sure you go visit Robin Hill's shop out there. Did I get the name right? Oh, I
Yes.
did.
Thank you so much. It's so fun to do things like this.
Thanks for being here.
Welcome. Bye.
Oh.